What's up, you guys? Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Quinton here. I hate doing that. What's up, you guys? This is Quinton here. We're no. Damn, I did it again. Hey, what's up, you guys? Quinton here. We are no longer going by The Real Q anymore. The Real Q was something that was just pretty much for that time frame that I did The Real Q. It was just like one of those trends that was going on where everybody used like the real something, their name, their nickname, something like that. This is Life of Quinton. Why did I change the name to Life of Quinton? Well, really, I just didn't want to have to like niche down on like what I post on YouTube. Although YouTube is like one of those things where you can be, you know, you can like, you will want to have a specific topic or a specific thing that you do on that channel so you can attract a certain audience, or, you know, you can be able to, you know, have consistency with like, you know, whatever content you put out or anything like that. But me, I do everything. I would say I'm the jack of all trades. So for me to try to niche down on one of the things that I do is very hard to try to, you know, try to figure out what do I want to do or how I want this channel to come about. So instead of just niching down on one thing, I might as well just go ahead and just make this YouTube channel surrounded by my entire life. And with that, I mean, I can pretty much put any kind of content out. I can put up vlogs, I can put up any kind of things that I do, which I'm gonna get into, like, you know, some of the things that I've been working on. It's been 2 years. It's really been 2 years since I have put myself in front of a camera to do any kind of video for YouTube. And honestly, like, a lot has happened within these 2 years. I don't even know where to start with what's happened within the 2 years. I'm still trying to debate if I want to keep the videos that I did before, or do I want to just, like, you know, remove everything altogether. I might still keep like the original The Real Q videos. I might still keep those. But this is just a new era. This is a new cycle. The last video that you guys see me on, it was the outfit of the day video. And I was in Atlanta. Well, I'm in Atlanta. I'm back in Atlanta, but I gotta get back into like what happened. I stayed in Jonesboro. Jonesboro, if you were from Atlanta, you know Jonesboro is like it's South Atlanta. It's all the way down. It's all the way down where College Park train station is. So that gives you like an opportunity to see like where I was at that point. It was, I think I was like in the last leg of me staying there, and me and my best friend Janae, if you watch my previous videos, or if you just know me as a person, or if you just know me from high school or know me from work or anything like that, you know my best friend is Janae. If you don't know her, you'll probably see her in some of my future videos. So pretty much me and her, we moved to one of our former friends' house. We stayed with her for a little while, and then after that we parted ways. She went to New York, and I ended up staying in Atlanta, but I had to find like a little living situation with some roommates. So I ended up going to Forest Park. That's still South Atlanta, but it's just a little further up the way. Stayed there for not even a whole year. So I was just working, at that point I was just working, like I was an assistant manager at a shoe store called Hippie Sports. It was a bunch of mess that was going on at that job. I honestly don't even want to get into it, what was going on at the job. But it came to a point in November where I got a phone call from my mom basically saying that my grandmother, she had a stroke. And those who know me, or if you don't know, I'm from Augusta, Georgia. So at that point, it was like, okay, I haven't seen my grandmother, I haven't seen my family in a minute at that point. And being that I just found out my grandmother just had a stroke, of course I want to go see my grandmother, check on her, see how she's doing, see how the family's doing, go see my old friends from Augusta and everything like that, and trying to like bond with everybody for a little while. So it was a situation, the job, where they wouldn't let me go, and it was a mess. Just to sum it up, they ended up demoting me from assistant manager, but I wasn't going for that because the reason why they did that was so messed up and it was so messed up and it was so shiesty to the point where I didn't want to still be at the job where y'all set me up to get me demoted. I'm not gonna do that. So that situation was going on, and also it was a situation with the place that I was staying, the people that I was staying with. They had some mess going on, so I had to just dip out altogether. So I just decided to go back to Augusta. And Augusta, I was only banking on being in Augusta for at least a mere couple months. I ended up staying in Augusta. I ended up getting a whole full-time job working at a call center. My first ever call center, my first and my last call center. It was a very fucked up. It was a very, 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 very fucked up experience. Call center, it works for people. It works for some people. It just ain't gonna work for me. Yeah, the last leg of that call center, I lost my job. So I lost that job. Had to figure out another job. Figure out some other situation that was going on, and then I ended up looking up and getting a job at I ended up getting a job at H&M. Prior to me getting that job, my grandmother, she passed away. She had a lot of health issues. I can't remember the specific cause of death, but I know she had she just experienced death. It was disheartening because I just never, my whole family, we never really expect for her to pass away like that, but it was just one of those things where it's like, okay, look, it's just one of those things we had to deal with. We seen her health declining, and it got to a point where it was just like, okay, we just gotta prepare ourselves because at this point we don't know what could be the outcome. It turned out I ended up staying in Augusta for a year and some months. During that time, I had a boyfriend. That relationship, well, I had I wouldn't even say he was a boyfriend, but he was just like somebody who I can chill with, somebody that was growing into a relationship. But that turned into a whole mess, so we broke that off, and I ended up finding another person. We ended up getting into a relationship. We ended up breaking up prior to me leaving Augusta. So fast forward to my departure from Augusta, it just got to a point where I wasn't doing anything that I was banking on doing. I did originally plan on moving back to Atlanta earlier than what I did, but things just didn't align the way I wanted it to align. Things wasn't just going right in that moment, so I couldn't do it. It was kind of a situation. I had a life kind of thing where I had to make draft decisions, try to figure out my life, try to figure out what's going on, why I'm not happy, why I'm not this and that. I found myself getting more depressed. I found myself crying. I found myself not really talking to anybody about my problems, my issues, anything like that. So I was really in a emotional bind, and I just didn't know how to handle that right there. So after just talking to some people, after talking to my best friend, after talking to some real influential people in my life, they made me realize Quinton, you had to do what's going to make you happy. You have to put yourself in a place where you can be happy with your life and what you have going on, and what's going to make you happy in the future, and what's going to best benefit you in the future. And you just don't care about what everybody else has input on, or don't care about what everybody else has to say about that. You just do what you gotta do. So, and with everybody telling me that actually helped me make my decision. So I made the decision to come back to Atlanta by myself. So that kind of ended me and my ex's relationship. Great guy, honestly, he's an amazing guy. I would not take that from him, but it was just some things that we had to kind of like put two and two together, and we had to just figure some things out. And just right now, relationship was just not going to work for us. One of my main reasons why I came back to Atlanta was because I wanted to pursue photography. Since high school, well, I would even say since before high school, everybody who I used to go to school with, they always want me to take their pictures. They always want me to edit their pictures a certain way, you know, because I used to be so crazy with the graphics. I'll probably put some pictures up in here just to show you guys like how I used to do my edits. My edits and that for that time period was so dope, so hard. So everybody used to always want me to do an edit for them, where they want me to take their picture or stuff like that. And I was down for it. And it got to a point where I was in high school where it was during high school where I really was like getting into like the specifics on taking pictures, because like, you know, I used to just take the pictures and, you know, keep it pushing. But when I got to high school and I met Janae, me and her used to always take each other's pictures and everything like that. That's when we got into like the formalities of like taking the picture, like getting the right angle, catching the right lighting, making sure the background is looking bomb, that's complimenting your outfit or wherever you have on, or what kind of picture you're taking. So at that point, it was like, okay, this is leading to something like, you know, something like photography, or, you know, something like that. So I just had to have photography like in the back of my head, but I didn't like bring it all the way out up until the first time I was in Atlanta. And when I was in Atlanta, that's when I was doing YouTube, and, you know, I was just doing other things, and I had my iPad. I only had my iPad, but my iPad had some good quality, so I was still like making these videos, and I was doing the editing on the video. I was doing the editing on the iPad and everything like that. And it comes to a point where I was like, oh, let me just try taking pictures on this iPad. This iPad is giving good quality for videos or, you know, films, so let me just try to, you know, take some pictures on it. Yeah, it took me that time from when I was in Atlanta the first time to when I was in Augusta. Back when I was in Augusta, that's when I finally got my camera. That's when I was just thinking about, okay, Quinton, what is some things that you can do? What is something that you can be passionate about and do and, you know, be able to work on while you're in Augusta trying to make it happen? Although I necessarily didn't pick up the camera too many times, but I did do some separate pictures. So I ended up buying my own camera. I bought it for like $170-something. A little cheap camera. I still have it. It's a Canon Power Shot. I just started like taking separate pictures. I did a maternity shoot for my sister, and I think I remember one time I came up to Atlanta and I did a photo shoot for my best friend. And I did a few other photo shoots on that camera. So the camera was actually a pretty decent camera for that time period that I did have it. And, you know, as I was going through the motions of everything like that, it was like, okay, well, you're getting more serious with the photography, so definitely pursue this. So coming back to Atlanta, I'm doing more shoots, I'm doing more things with photography. I do have a photography business, it's called With The Shots. I can go all day about how that whole process came about, but that could be for a whole new video, which actually I think I already recorded a video specifically for my journey as a photographer, kind of getting to know me. But basically this video was just to do like a little life update, kind of like trying to get you guys into what's going on with me, what's happened within the 2 years. I know I had some people that was actually subscribed to me on YouTube, or some people that found me through YouTube, and they, you know, connected to me, and I just like fell off the fucking face of the earth. So honestly, been a crazy 2 years. I recorded this exact video like a month ago, and that video, it was just too emotional because I was just really reminiscing on everything that I was going through within that 2 years. like, you know, just losing my grandmother, losing other family members, you know, losing jobs, losing relationships, you know, just losing a lot of things, having a lot of setbacks, having a lot of different emotions going on in that time period. That was a lot for me to handle. And, you know, those who know me, they know that I'm a sensitive person. I'm very sensitive, and, you know, some things, when I think about certain things, it's gonna bring me to a point of me thinking about all that. And I'm not gonna cry. I told myself I wasn't gonna cry when I started recording this, but, you know, it's just, yeah, that just gets so stressful sometimes, and it gets, you know, nerve-wracking when you're trying to do your best, when you're trying to, you know, be the perfect person, when you're trying to, you know, perfect so much or try to be strong for everybody, and it seems like the world is crashing down. It seems like you're always going through some things are always happening to you. It doesn't seem like it's happening to everybody else, or you just seeing everybody's successes and you're trying to get to that level, and it just seems like it's not working in your favor. But I just had to take a moment to realize that, you know, no matter what, I have to keep going. And I just think that God puts us in these predicaments, put us in these situations to build us to be able to be strong and be so humble, so that when you get the success, when you get the riches, when you get to the point where you want to be, you can be able to handle that and withstand that and carry that for a lifetime. One of the other biggest reasons why I came back to Atlanta, because I wanted to focus on myself. I wanted to get myself together. I wanted to get myself together mentally, spiritually, financially, emotionally, physically, all those things. You know, you guys gonna be within this journey, so you're gonna see my transition. You know, you're gonna see those things that I'm going through in life. I'm not gonna keep you guys. I'm not gonna keep you guys out of light of what's going on with me. I gotta learn to, you know, still be able to openly communicate with people. That's another thing that I have to work on too, is like still not open up to people, but like communicate with people if, you know, if they're truly and genuinely concerned about me and my well-being, what's going on. I have to keep you guys updated. So yeah, like I said, this channel it's all about me. Just for now, I'll probably do a video once a week, different kind of video every week. You won't see the same kind of videos, but you're gonna see different kind of videos from me. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy. Please follow me on all my social medias. I'll leave them in the description box below. Leave a comment if you like the video. Share the video to your friends, your family members. And yeah, just keep watching my journey, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.